Good morning, everyone. Just here waiting for the birds to come back from their trainer. It's the 4th of April today, 3rd of April. Anyway, so the birds have gone training 20 miles today. Mrs. has taken them. We're already here, all cleaned out. Show you inside the loft there a second. So that's where I keep my pads. So obviously there's the landing board. Landing board goes up. Nothing can get clocked in. Pads are inside. So that's the way I do my clocking. So what's been happening here? Let's see if I can turn this camera around a minute. How do I do that? I don't know. Anyway, so I had a good conversation with Donald Barry yesterday at RP Diagnostic Labs. I've had all my tests and everything done, come back with mild respiratory, expected this time of the year, and a little yeast infection. Treat that with nystatin, easily enough cured. But also, have you ever seen fur growing on your drop-ins before? Right, now don't quote me on the exact pronunciation of it, but it's called mucomose, something like that. It's the fur that grows on top of the drop-ins that is caused by your corn. So your corn will have bacteria on it. I spoke to Donald. He said treating them for the yeast infection will also clear that up. So 2 jobs in 1, perfect. So other than that, birds are all healthy, training well, coming really well. So I wanted to take it to the next step further. Competition strong in the 3 counties. We got 300 members in there, all the way up to the father and son partnership. Staddens, everybody's heard of them, done really well in the nationals, so they'll be the shortest flyers. I don't know if they'll be exactly the shortest one in the organization, but one of the shortest flyers. And obviously us being down near Land's End, we'll be one of the longest flyers. So the health of my pigeons is paramount. I can sort out the training and the fitness. That's quite easily done with food and training. I think I've got the right birds. They've really done me proud over the few years that I've had them, or this particular strain of the Vandenbalks, since buying in the son of Kittle. So I was speaking to Donald and he was going on about the gut flora of the pigeons. So in your pigeons, you've got good bacteria and bad bacteria. So speaking to Donald yesterday, he said that they can do basically a probiotic specifically for my pigeons. Now that really intrigued me, because a probiotic specifically for my pigeons is better than any probiotic you can buy off the shelf that's designed for, you know, generically designed for chickens or, you know, any other type of animal. You know, a probiotic is a probiotic, but probiotic designed especially for your pigeons has got to be a better idea. Now, all these things cost, but what you got to remember is if you pay out, say, £100 for a test, I don't know how much it is. I'm going to have it done anyway, and I'm going to try it and see whether I think it's any better. But say it was £100 to have the test, and for RP Diagnostic Labs to formulate your probiotic, your good bacteria, that pigeon's immune system is going to be far better than without it. So if that pigeon's immune system is better, in theory it should get less diseases. So yes, you pay out for the probiotic, and it sounds expensive, but it is something that's formulated specifically for you, and anything bespoke is expensive. If their immune system is better, they're going to be more resistant to the diseases that pigeons get. I don't know the ins and outs of it, but if the pigeon can fight the disease itself at the early stages, that's got to be the way to go, instead of letting the pigeon progress with that disease, not being able to fight it, its immune system gets overwhelmed, and then you've got to treat with antibiotics. So it's a prevention rather than a treatment, but I think it could be the way to go. Now I'm going to try it. Now I'd love for someone else to try it as well. Get hold of Donald Barry. If you go onto the internet, type in RP Diagnostic Labs, Donald's telephone number is there. Just give him a ring. If he doesn't answer, just leave a message, leave your phone number and your name, and he will get back to you. He's really good for getting back to you. And yeah, I'd love for someone else to try it. So from what he's been saying, I'll see more down feathers. The pigeon's health and well-being will be better, and if its health is better and his immune system is stronger, it's going to be more resistant to any diseases, especially now racing's coming up. So we start racing 3 weeks tomorrow. Mine have had all the trainers up to 20 miles so far, and they've had 7 20-milers. Today is their 7th 20-miler. Next week now I'll move them on to 33 mile. So, you know, they're coming really well. Don't think there's a problem with health. They're coming back in a batch, so what more can you ask for? But yeah, you mean, let me know your thoughts on a bespoke probiotic for your pigeons. I think it's the way to go. Right, I've just spotted them way out. They were roughly out. Where's the camera? Where's the bloody camera, dude? They were roughly way out over there. They were way out. They just come over that hill. Come on then, girls, come on, come on. Didn't go straight in, they're fit as fleas at the minute. Now, some people will probably say that that wasn't a very good trainer. They had just over 20 mile, just under 21 mile it is, and they've taken 26 minutes. They've all come back in a batch. Now, the way I look at it, there's 4 dads there. Oh no, yeah, there's 4 dads over there. The way I look at it is, as long as they come back in a batch, I'm not worried if they take 20 minutes or even an hour, because they're flying for that hour. So I would class that as a good trainer. Now don't forget, these are trainers, these aren't racing. If that was a race day, that wouldn't be very good. But it's a trainer. So we're still 3 weeks out before the first race. So plenty of time to just zip them up that little bit. But they all come back in a bunch. And they've had 26 minutes of good flying, which is a lot better than probably an hour's flying around the loft. So to me, that's a good trainer. I would expect the cocks, I'm waiting for the cocks now, I'd expect the cocks to take roughly the same time. Now, if they seen anything and veered off course, the cocks are going to be quicker. But I would have thought the cocks will be roughly the same time. Here we go, that's better. So there's the cocks, that's 22 minutes, just under 21 mile. So, little update on the hens this morning. Come on then, boys, come on, come on, come on. little update on the hens. All 20 of them come back together, but there was 2 sitting on the roof, and I thought, why haven't they gone in? Well, as it turns out, it's 2 strays. So you're very welcome for the extra training your pigeons have had, whoever you are. One of them's a checker that's got a cut across its chest, and the other one is a really nice pencil blue cock. I think the checker was a hen. So anyway, they probably hitched in with another batch of pigeons, dragged a couple of them down, and flew around a little bit with them. Come on then, boys, come on, come on, come on. Got to cut their food back. They're still on all they can eat. 3 weeks to go. Just to build them up as much as possible while they're training, get their muscle built up. Still on quite a high protein. They're not on their racing mix yet. I just phoned up the company. I was expecting it this week and it hasn't come yet, so hopefully it'll come today, and over the weekend I'll gradually change them over onto their racing corn, and then I'll stop all of this shenanigans flying around, give them some longer trainers, so next week they'll be out to 33 mile and really get them going, get them fit. If you like my content, please subscribe, share and turn on your notifications. Subscriptions are absolutely free. Just hit the subscribe button.